Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke, and I'm not in Frazee today. I'm out in the woods on the end of one of Becker County's beautiful lakes with Marsh Koska. Hi, Marsh.
Hi, good morning, Hank.
Boy, it's a lovely morning out here today.
Yep, sun's peeking through, really getting pretty.
And I know you get out quite a bit in this because you have a special job.
I do.
It doesn't pay a lot, but it's a special job and it's very important.
The rewards are back to nature. You get to be hang out, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so what's your official title, Marshall?
Loon Surveyor.
Oh, I was going to say.
I guess that's what you...
Loony Counter.
Loony, yeah. But, yeah, I read, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago where they were looking for people to do this. And they had a website to go to. I went there and read on it, got interested. They listed some lakes that were available. Heideland was the first one, or was listed, and I put my name to it, and bang, I got it.
Yeah.
And then they got back to me. I did that for a couple of years, just Heideland. And then they got back to me and they said there were some other lakes in the area. Would I be interested? And well, they're all within a few miles. Mm-hmm. I said, why not? So right now I'm doing 4 and maybe more. Not this year anymore, but you get about a 10-day window to do this.
Okay.
And this year started on July 2nd and July 12th is the last day.
Now, why do they do it this time of the year? Is it because the little ones are getting bigger?
That way, and they may be out and you can just see them.
Okay.
It's harder to find maybe where they're nesting, and you don't want to disturb that anyway.
Yeah.
But this way they may be out and about, and so you can see them that way. And they're usually, best times is your hours to do it are from 5 a.m. till 12 noon.
Okay.
Because a lot of times after that, traffic comes on the lakes, the ducks migrate, they are moved to different lakes that way.
Now, and so you've been doing this for, what do you say, 8 years now?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And have you seen any changes in the amount of loons on the lake?
It's been pretty constant with them and what I see, and I mean, and it all seems to vary sometimes year to year, a little bit that way. But it stays very, very constant. Right now, this year on the lakes I've surveyed, I've seen a lot of adults, but no what they call juvenile, no young ones. I haven't seen a young one yet.
That's interesting.
So I don't know if.
Yeah.
What may have happened and why I'm not.
Yeah. And I know, like, I haven't been out to the lakes much at all this year. I've been on a couple of trips, and but usually I see them down at Town Lake and Frazee, and out at Eagle Lake, and and some on the river.
Right.
Even.
Yep. No, they're out there. They're there, and you hear them. But you can't count a voice when you're doing it, and you can't count them if you see them flying over. You got to see them on the water to count for the lake.
Well, that's interesting, and have you had any real interesting experiences while you've been doing this? Anything that stands out that was unusual over the years? Nobody came and shot holes in your tires or anything?
No. A lot of people like right here will become fishing. So we have a good little BS, and they talk about, they see loons out there, and no bears have chased me away yet.
Well, when we came out here, I figured, where you got your vehicle camouflaged, I figured you'd be out here in about 1.5 feet of water in the reeds, and with the Ford,
Yeah, and it could do it.
And but this is a great thing. But like we talk about, it doesn't pay a lot.
No.
It's a volunteer.
But like I said, the rewards are to see the nature and be out there.
Yep.
That's what I like.
That's tremendous, Marshall.
Yep.
We're going to take a break here, and we'll be right back with another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm still out here with Marshall Koska out at Hythaland Lake here. And your official title again was Loon
Surveyor.
Loon Surveyor.
Yep.
And, you know, I know, Marshall, you've always been an outdoorsman, you know, and your dad, you know, and your whole family. And you don't even live that far from here, you know.
No.
You're out in the country. Avid deer hunter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you got to stay in the deer stand, though.
Oh, yeah.
Marsh had an incident here the other year where he took a header out of one and did some major injury there for a while.
The chute don't open in only 15 feet.
But, you know, I know and you've been always a great person, you know, active member of different organizations. But, you know, you didn't just count loons. You've done other things.
No, one year I did what was called a toad and frog survey. And with that one, you went out in the evening because that's when they do their croaking. And you actually had an app to download of all the different ones and the noise they make. So I had that on my phone, so when you're out there, you hear one chirping, and half the time they actually sound like birds or crickets. Well, then you could associate, let's play through till you heard it, and know what kind of yellow-spotted leapfrogger or whatever it was, you know. And so I did that one year, and then another year they had one trying to find nests on woodpeckers, and.
So like the big popilias?
Yeah, big ones, downies. Yeah, you know, sapsuckers, all of them. And so I did them, but the funding went away.
You know, I don't understand that, how the funding goes away when you guys are doing this all on your own dime.
Yeah, no, that it all of a sudden was gone. And actually, 2 years ago, this just about quit. But then they found the funding for administration or whatever. And then last year when COVID hit, then that almost knocked it out there again. And then like now this year, you know, going and a lot of the paperwork they give you really stresses about carefulness and everything with COVID and stuff going on. But no, a lot of these things, and some of these things they've been doing for 20, 25 years, and all of a sudden now today they can't do it because they don't have a dime.
Yeah, you know, you're going to have to write your congressmen and your legislators about this, people, you know, because this is a very important thing. After we had the big BP spill in the Gulf, is where the loons winter down in that country. And then up here, over at Cross Lake, they're building the National Loon Center. And the National Loon Center actually got some monies from the BP spill to help do the center that they're building over there in Cross Lake. And then working, I believe it's with the University of Florida down there also on the other end. And, you know, to me it's a major thing because since they winter down there, we don't know how many of them got injured or because of the spill. But it's the idea that we need to help keep an eye on all the other species, you know. I mean, we're like cockroaches, you know, we're taking over the world. But you know, we got to take care of things.
Yeah, no, and especially when it goes, and there's so many people interested in doing it. So I don't think there's a shortage of volunteers, you know. Most of them, I'm going to say, are seniors that get out and do these things. And, you know, we have the time. If you're still able to get out and move around, it also gives you an opportunity to exercise and get out and do things. So I mean, no, it's great. Well, I really appreciate you having us on the program, you know, or being on the program with us, and what you're doing, Marshall. You know, because it's a major contribution. Everybody that does this stuff, I applaud, because it helps so much. We need to know these things. Yes, yeah, and it's something that's, I mean, for the future, way in the future, is where it goes. You got it. So with that, remember, pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. Count a loon. And count a loon. Next person you wave at could be your next best friend. And we'll see you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.